So hello everyone, I'm Adriana Rodriguez from the Northern Arizona College Resource Center, and today we will be discussing 5 different scholarship applications to fill out this month. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me at adriana.rodriguez@nau.edu or email us at nacrc@nau.edu, as well as reach out to us through social media. All our handles will be placed at the end of this presentation. So before we start discussing scholarship, it's recommended you gather the following items. So it's your transcript, your student resume, and letters of recommendation. If you need help constructing a resume or figuring out who to ask for a letter of recommendation, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we can certainly help you with those things. So to go over, we will be giving ideas on 5 different scholarships. All links to the scholarships will be posted in the description box so you can locate and apply to all these scholarships. Our first scholarship is the Sweet and Simple Scholarship that is being sponsored by Unigo. And if you don't know, Unigo, it's a scholarship search engine site that takes your profile and all your information and gives you a list of matches of scholarships that you're eligible for. So here are some of the basics of the scholarship. First, it is worth $1,500 and there is only one award being given. The deadline is on February 28th, 2021, and the winner will be notified on May 29th, 2021. So if you win, you'll be getting that notification on May 29th, 2021. So let's discuss the requirements for the scholarship. First, you must be 14 years of age or older at the time of the application. This is meaning that if you are 13 during February, but you're turning 14 in March, you are ineligible for this application. You have to be 14 years of age when you submit the application. Second, you must be a legal U.S. resident and must be residing in one of the 50 United States or the District of Columbia. Finally, it's very important that you understand that award is only being given to U.S. students. So for this scholarship, it is required that students write a short essay prompt of 250 words or less. So the prompt is pretty simple. It is not every gift has to be expensive or extravagant. In fact, sometimes it's the sweet and simple things that make a real difference in our lives. Think back and tell us about something you received as a gift and why it means so much to you. So for this essay, it's important to stay honest to your own experience. This meaning, don't try and make an extravagant response or embellish or even make up a gift because you believe it's what they want to hear. Write your experience as honest as you can. You want your voice to come through, and for the people who are evaluating your essay to get a good idea of who you are as a person and for them to understand what is important for you. And by this, it's like if you write about a gift that your mom gave you, like a card or like a family heirloom, that really shows that family values are important to you. If you write about a gift that a mentor gave you, it shows like you're connected to the community. So it's important to write about an experience that does actually mean a lot to you and why that certain gift impacted you in some way. So our next scholarship is the Christopher Poster Contest that is being sponsored by the Christophers. Now, the Christophers is a nonprofit organization founded in 1945 that uses mass media to encourage all individuals to recognize and use their unique abilities to raise the standards of public life. So their motto is, "It's better to light one candle than to curse darkness." Now, here are some of the basics of the scholarship. First, the scholarship is offering 8 awards. The first prize is worth $1,000, the second is of $500, and third place is $250. And there are 5 honorable mention prizes of $100. So the deadline to apply is on February 18th, and students are notified on April 23rd, 2021 if they win an award. So now let's discuss the requirements for the scholarship. First, the award is given to U.S. and international students who are in grades 9 through 12. And second, students must create a poster for the submission. So you do have to turn in, instead of like an essay, you do have to create a poster for this. Now, for this scholarship, there is, again, that poster requirement, meaning that in order to apply, you have to submit an actual hard copy of this poster either through digitally or through the mail. So these are the requirements for the poster. The first being that the poster must include the statement, "You can make a difference." It must also illustrate that one person can change the world for the better. Each poster must be the work of one student and must be the original concept, photos, and artwork of the student. So this also must be 16 by 20 inches in size, including the border or mat if it's used. If the poster is made with charcoal, pastels, or glitter, it has to be laminated and covered with plastic. So the back of the poster has to include the student's name and grade, their mailing address, email, phone number, school address, and teacher's name. The submission of the poster can be done online or by mail, but if it is mailed in, it has to be postmarked by February 18th, 2021, meaning you have to get it in the mail by February 18th, 2021. If you have any questions, you can contact Youth Coordinator Sarah E. Holinsky at the email listed on the screen. So a huge recommendation for the submission is not only to stick to the prompt and make sure it's clear in your work what the prompt is. Um, so for a scholarship like this, you might want to look around the Christopher's website to get a feel for the foundation so that when you start your artwork, you can do a better job representing the foundation and what it stands for. You can also take a look at past winners to help inspire you on what you want to do for your submission. Um, I also wouldn't do any painting or pastels or charcoal work if you're not used to doing that. So you want to stick to the medium that is best for you so that your talent really can come across. So if you're great at like digitally creating art, I would stick to creating something digitally because that shows where your talent is at. So our third scholarship is the NIADA Region 3 Scholarship. It is sponsored by the National Independent Automobile Dealers Association Foundation. So this foundation was founded in 2006 by the National Independent Automobile Dealers Association, a 70-year-old trade association to improve the independent motor vehicle industry by informing and educating consumers of the general public and training individuals associated with the industry. So here are some of the basics of the scholarship. First, the scholarship is offering 4 awards of $3,500. The deadline is on March 26, 2021, but all materials must be postmarked by March 12th. Winners will be notified in May of 2021 of their status. So um, now to point to discuss some of the requirements for the scholarship. First, you must be classified as a high school senior during the current 2020-2021 school year and legally reside in one of the 4 regions. So if you are in Arizona, that means you're in region 3. So you also must have maintained an outstanding academic achievement record as reflected by an official high school transcript. So this is important as they are not asking for an unofficial transcript, but an official one. So this is something that can be provided to you by your school counselor. Lastly, they are asking for you to submit letters of recommendation, no more than 5. And because they don't put a minimum amount of letters, I would try and get the 5, but 2 to 3 should be enough. For letters of recommendation, you can ask your school counselors, teachers, principals, youth leaders, and employers. It's good to get a range of people so you can ask a teacher, but you can also ask someone who has witnessed your community service or your work ethic. It's not recommended that all 5 letters come from teachers. You really want to get a range of the different aspects in your life. So the application for the scholarship is a little strange as it requires for you to print out the application and mail it in with your essay, along with the letters of recommendation and your transcripts. So the essay prompt is today's independent dealers face unprecedented challenges due to ever-changing federal and local regulations due to COVID-19 pandemic. If you had your own dealership, how would you adapt your business and model to adhere to the federal and state regulations recently put in place to slow the spread of COVID? What business practices would you implement to limit your exposure for your staff and your customers? Conclude your essay by sharing interest in the automobile industry and the role you wish to play in it. So this essay has to be a minimum of 1,200 words, and for this reason, I would really highly recommend that you create an outline before you begin writing, and this will help keep you on track and make sure that all your points are made and that your writing is cohesive. Also, keep in mind that the prompt is asking for, and be sure to answer all the questions. So if you need any help filling out the application, you can email us and we can help you, get this essay done because it is a pretty big one. So the fourth scholarship is Alisa's Angel Scholarship, which is sponsored by Alisa's Angels Foundation. So the Alisa's Angels Foundation is in memory of Alisa Michelle Rondeau, who was a compassionate and caring teen who lost her life at 15 in a tragic car accident. And during her short life, Alisa showed all the impact a single person can have by caring for others. And she always said that is what we are put here on earth to do. So Lisa's Angels was created by her father, Kirk Wanderworth, to carry her spirit. And so, inspired by Alisa, this foundation is committed to creating a ripple effect of kindness, and that's why they're offering the scholarship to students. So here are some of the basics of the scholarship. First, the scholarship is offering 8 awards of $5,000. So keep in mind that 2,500 will be available the first year of school, and the remainder will be available in the following years if students remain in good standing. So the scholarship funds can only be used for books, tuition, and will be issued directly to the school. So the good standing means that in order to continually receive the rest of your $5,000 after the first year, you had to have remaining good standing with the school, meaning your grades had to have like reached a certain GPA that can't fall below like a 1.5 or a 2.0. And also you would probably have to be in good standing with like no debt, like a good amount, like nothing on your account. So the deadline is February 19, 2021, and winning students will be notified in March of 2021. Now, let's discuss the requirements for the scholarship. First, you must be a graduating high school senior from Arizona and must have a GPA of 2.75 or higher. The scholarship money may be used for any college, university, community college, or qualified trade school. So there is an online application form you have to fill out in order to apply. So it's important to know exactly what is going to be on the application. You must submit a 750-word essay, which I will go more in depth within a moment. Um, you must also submit an unofficial transcript through the 7th semester, meaning it doesn't have to have your final spring semester on there, but you should have your grades for the fall semester on there. You must also submit a video presentation of yourself, and it should be a maximum of 3 minutes and should summarize your service to others and the impact it has had on you. You can also explain why you need financial assistance for school, and it shouldn't be professionally filmed. Just a video of you on your phone should be perfectly fine. Lastly, you should apply a letter of recommendation for this. So for this scholarship, it would be important to have someone who has witnessed your service to others and can vouch for your experiences and your character. AKA, don't choose a teacher you've only just met. Choose someone who knows you and has seen you grow throughout the years. Your essay is an extremely important part of your application package. So you as the applicant must be the sole author of the essay. It should describe a specific example or examples of your service to others. The essay must not be more than 750 words, but must be in double spaced and in Microsoft Word document or in an Adobe PDF format. With this essay, you want to be sure to address 4 things: why you choose to service in this way, the ways in which this service was significant to you, the impact your service had on others, and how you intend to continue servicing others in the future. The biggest recommendation for this essay is to pick a certain form of community service you've completed and write about that specific experience while answering the questions. For example, if you fed the homeless, you could write about how you gained perspective on your own life and how that has made you grateful to be able to have 3 meals every day. Again, you really want to try to be honest to your experience and choose an experience that is significant to you. So, our final scholarship is the Arizona Community Scholarship. Um, the ACF is the largest independent provider of college scholarships in Arizona. They have provided more than 4.7 million to over 1,600 students in 2019. So the ACF application is a little different than the others we've discussed today, as you are filling out one application but are being applied to several other scholarships. So no matter how you plan to continue learning, you can complete one general application to access over 2 million in scholarships for all post-secondary fields of study, um, some based on merit or financial need, others on geography or demographic group. This application is collecting the applicant's information and is then matching it to and applying it to other scholarships. So once you've done with the scholarship application, it does also suggest other scholarship opportunities you can have. So this application is pretty long, but keep in mind that it is one application, but you're going to be applied to several different scholarships. So this is a great scholarship for Arizona residents, as these scholarships, again, are specifically for Arizona students, which is increasing your chances of receiving these awards in comparison when you're applying to national and private scholarships. So to end this presentation, I would like to end with our biggest tip of the month when it comes to scholarships. So when writing an essay on your accomplishments or community service, um, my biggest tip is to treat it like a speech. So print out the essay and read it to yourself in the mirror. And by doing this, you can identify grammatical errors as well as different language you can use to make the essay seem more refined. This technique also allows you to rewrite sentences to help fit your personality, as you'll be able to identify when you don't sound like yourself in the essay. Um, it also allows you to really hear yourself and make sure that what you're saying is a good reflection of who you are as a student. So we have reached the end of this presentation, and I'm glad you stuck around this long. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us. We have listed here all our social media handles along with our email and phone number. So before we end, I do want to remind you that the NACRC, we can help with students with pretty much anything. Like far more than just scholarships. So if you need help submitting your FAFSA or are worried about the transition from high school to college, please contact us and we can help you out in anything you really need. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in March with 5 more scholarships to apply to.